What you want is really on the other side of fear. If you really want to accomplish your goals, if you want to conquer your fears, you have to cross that bridge. You have to willing to fail. You have to willing to make mistake. You have to willing to look foolish, to look embarrassed. The other day, I went to roller skating. I haven't done it for so long in my life since I was 12 years old. Obviously, I wasn't really good at this. So as a result, I wasn't really able to control well, and I fell 1 or 2 times. And then I stood up again. I looked at the floor. I was scared. I was worried that I would fail again. And in that moment, it was so scary that I almost didn't want to try again. I didn't want to experience the pain of failing again. More importantly, it's when I look at other people over there, almost everybody is very professional. They make a lot of really moves that I'm so admire. And almost everyone make it seem like it's so easy, and I was on this side was struggling to move my legs. That even added to my fear even more, because if everyone can do it and I'm here struggling over here, is there something wrong with me over here? I'm afraid of not only physical pain, but also afraid of looking embarrassed in front of other people. In that moment, I also know that if I'm not willing to make mistake, if I'm not willing to fail, I would never become good at it. I would always wondering, what if? So in that moment, I decide that, hey, failing is part of the process. Almost everyone started is failing over and over again. So who am I to say that I will not fail? So I decided I would try it again. And guess what? Even though I failed several times, I was now able to control my legs and able to make some movement that I wasn't able to do it before. The reason I mentioned this example is because there was so many moments, so many times in our life that we are afraid of putting ourselves out there because of fear, because of failing. We try one time, we fail. Man, that looks so painful. Hey, that approach, when I got rejection from that school, that was so painful. That was so embarrassed. Hey, when I started that business and I failed really badly after 1 or 2 times of trying, and I didn't make the amount of money that I wanted, I guess I failed. And you're afraid of putting yourself out there again. Also, there's so many people out there that I know that when they try to learn stock and do stock trading and they failed, they told me that they didn't want to try it again because stock was very risky. Of course, stock is risky, but it also comes with the potential high rewards. You don't get the rewards you want if you're not willing to fail, if you're not willing to make mistake. It's easy for me to say this, but in the moment, I don't think we can really rationalize and tell ourselves that, hey, this is what am I gonna do? No, when we experience fear, when we experience setbacks, our normal, easy, and natural tendency is to run, to hide. But in order to overcome temporary fears, the key is you just have to focus on the outcome, on what you want, and do whatever it takes, even making mistakes and making fools of yourself. Basically, just do, and do it quick. That's the key. Don't wait for your brain to really rationalize that, hey, you need to do this. No, your brains in those moments just try to talk you out of not taking action. Try to talk yourself up to run away, to not to do. That's what your brains try to do with you. You just need to overcome that initial hesitation. The challenge, the mountain that you see is not as big as your might make it out to be. And that's why, my friend, it's so important that when you experience moments of fear, just tell yourself that, hey, It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to make fun of yourself. And in fact, you need to fail. Because by avoiding taking action, avoiding making mistakes, you also avoid success. I remember in the moment when I did roller skating, when I embraced the willingness to fail and to make mistakes, I felt very empowered. It gave me more courage to take a next step. And that's what you want to feel. When you embrace mistake and when you embrace that failing is part of the process, now you feel so empowered. That's the feeling that you want. Because you know that when you feel empowered, you are willing to do whatever it takes. You are willing to take action despite failure, despite embarrassment, despite humiliation. It doesn't fucking matter. But you know, when you run away from fear, you become weak and you will feel inferior, not superior. You feeling like life is kind of boring. I mean, it's safe, but it's so boring. It's no excitement. You feel like it's lack of purpose. So in a way that you actually want that challenge. You actually want that difficulty. Because that's what makes you become stronger. And that's what is building confidence within yourself. So don't run away when you experience fear. Because what you really want is on the other side of fear. When you approach that attractive woman, you have to be willing to risk rejection and possible embarrassment. It is part of the process. Just focus on what you want. You want to have a girlfriend? You want to date a 10 in your life? Then take action. Overcome that initial hesitation. You just have to do it. Whatever the outcomes, accept it. It doesn't matter. What matters is you take action. If you want to change a job, then do it. I know it can feel very scary because of uncertainty. If you want to start that business, then just do it. Quit your regular job. I know quitting your regular job is scary because you don't know when your next income will come from, where your next paycheck will come from. You worry to pay mortgage. You worry to pay your car payment. You worry to pay your regular expenses. You don't know where you're gonna get your benefits from. I know there's so many uncertainty when you start your own business and quit your regular job. And you don't even know when your business will take off. And there's so many questions like, what if I don't succeed? What if I fail? What if I become worse than before? I think that's the scariest most. That's we're afraid that we will be in a situation that way worse than before. But let me reassure you this, my friend. You will never become worse than before. Because the feeling of victory, the feeling that you face your fears, is way more important than anything else. Even when you fail, you know what? You feel so empowered. You feel so confident in yourself because you actually take a leap of faith. Because you trust yourself. You're not running away. And that's what's more important than a result, whether you fail or you win. It doesn't matter. So the key takeaway is, on the road to success, you must willing to make mistakes, willing to fail and to look foolish. What you really want is on the other side of fear. You have to willing to cross that bridge of rejection, of failure, of embarrassment, of humiliation, of frustration. It's normal. It's not that big of a deal. Life is not that fucking serious. You are here to make mistakes, to make memory. Because when you finally arrive, those mistakes, those rejection, that's what makes your memory so worthy. That's make your success so worthy. That's make your success so great, so amazing. Success is really inevitable when you just don't give up and keep pursuing your dreams, keep stepping into the unknown, keep facing your fears. It's not that big of a deal. Trust yourself and do it. I hope you enjoy this episode. I just want to say thank you for choosing my podcast. Appreciate your review, and until next time, thank you.